What's up, Chevy people? Let's talk about something today. Okay, so we're talking about the Caprice Eradicator. As you know, I do plan on doing the LS swap and doing my own little customization to it. But I need to get my floors sorted out before I do anything else. They are pretty much gone, I would say. So I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do about that situation. I thought about just getting some sheet metal and kind of making my own floors to put in there. But I can still get floor pans for it. So I'll probably just do that. It's mainly the rear floor pan. That's the biggest issue. Get the camera flipped around. The front floor pans is already starting to, it's starting to rust. Got water getting in here. Not really much I can do about that right now. And plus I might just replace the front floor pans anyway. But the back is completely gone. I found some floor pans to get for the rear. So I think I'll just do that. Get me some more floor pans put in it. Rear floor pan. The front I might just go ahead and replace anyway just to give it more life. Extend the life. Cause I don't really feel comfortable with the floor pans that's in here already. So it'd probably be safer to just get new floor pan. And I came out the other day and noticed this. A rear corner extension. The mounting piece in there broke out. And so that's another part to fix. This side is fine. Gotta finish up my body work. I still gotta weld up this piece under the window. Don't ever put spray foam in there. I did that. Now I gotta fix it. The other side the same way. And I gotta weld this up the other side the same way also. So I get it figured out. It's gonna take me some time, but I get it. A little backstory on this car. One day I decided I wanted to get a Caprice. I had a 87 Cutlass Salon at the time. So to give a little backstory on this car, I bought it back in 2020 when I first bought this car. At the time I had a 1987 Cutlass Salon. I wish I kept it now, but I did sell it to get this car. The original seller wanted $2,000. I gave him $17,000. Drove 45 minutes to pick this car up. Drove 45 minutes back home. This car sat in the field for about, if I remember correctly, like 14, 15 years. It just sat in the field. Wasn't being driven or nothing. Did a little bit of carb work, threw a battery in it, crunk up. He posted it for sale. I went and picked it up. No, never really had any issues with it. Like the car, if it got gas, it'll crank up, no problem. Need, body work, of course, but anytime you let a car sit that long, it's gonna need some kind of body work to it. I took off the bumper, the header panel. I swapped the header panel out for the Euro style. I gotta finish up the body work on it. I put my rims on. This door, I don't know what was going on. It had like some kind of plaster and drywall or something attached to it. One day I decided I was gonna take the door down the bare metal. That's how I found it. So I ripped all that off, and that's the final product of it. I may just replace that door just to save myself some time, but it's fixable. It is fixable. I tinted my windows. The first car I ever tinted. Could be better. It's not great. It could be better. This was the first time I ever tried to tint anything. So, it wasn't too hard, just it's time consuming. That's about it. But yeah, this car, for it to just sit, it runs good. It still has the original 305 700 trains. I took my back bumper off. I gotta finish taking all this stuff off so I can really get into my body work. This the other side. I tinted the driver door. To me, I did the worst tint job on. That could have been better. But for my first time, it could have been worse. Definitely could have been worse. But this car, man, when I bought the car, I did a little body work to it, but not much. It's like I just kind of quit on it in a way. I let the car sit a long time before I even touched it again. And at one point I started working on it for probably a good 2-3 months straight. And then I quit again. So now I know a little bit more about body work now, so I stopped kind of teaching myself, trying to learn from people. I'm gonna go back and redo everything I did. And I'm not gonna put my trim back on. All these little hooks and stuff, I'm gonna cut all those off. I will not put trim back on this car. The Impala, I may eventually, but I don't plan on putting it back on that one either. I didn't even finish the body work on that car before I painted it. You see all the primer on the windows. I didn't even mask it off like I was supposed to. The paint peeling. I didn't finish up the body work. I just sprayed it. Trying to hurry up and get it done. But since then, I've learned to take my time. Don't be in a hurry to do your body work. Because when you rush, you gotta redo. When you gotta redo it, it takes longer. So I learned to just take my time. I am gonna do a dash swap. I have not decided what dash I'll put in here, but I will be doing a dash swap. Interior will be swapped. I don't know. Still don't know how my interior will be. I haven't finalized my plans for the interior. I know about how I want it to look, but I don't have like a finished version of it. Right now everything is just in blueprint form. I popped the hood. show the motor. But yeah, this car, if I needed it to, it'll crank up right now. Everything under here is original. And that, yeah, it will be LS swap. I know y'all tired of hearing me talk about these cars. You want to see some actual work? It's coming though. Just gotta be patient. It's too cold right now. Appreciate y'all. TJ by my side, nice slip with a beam. Neighborhood in sight, life a wild scheme. Through the rear view mirror, seeing past things. Stopping at the corner, homies give away. Heads bobbing, nodding.